Today, I'm celebrating 2 years of commitment to my wife, Alyssa, and I wanted to share a little bit about that journey with you on today's Think Share. Hello and welcome to the Daily Think Share. My name's Zach. I'm here to bring to you what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to that doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe and hit that button. So today is our 2-year anniversary getting married up in Vermont. I would describe as a pretty magical experience getting to do what we did. I know not everyone gets to have such an extravagant wedding, but I had a really generous family that was able to make that happen, and I'm really thankful I got to experience that. For a lot of the couples out there, for people that are been dating for a little while, for maybe it's a long time, maybe you haven't popped the question, maybe you are married, maybe you're older than us, maybe you're younger than us, I just wanted to share a little bit about, I think, what makes Alyssa and I really work well together. I've realized something, and both of us have realized this, is that really any idiot can fall in love. I was one of those idiots. Not saying that it was bad that I fell in love, but it doesn't take anything to fall in love. What people don't realize is that marriage is less about love and more about something else. See if you can guess the word before I say it. The key is commitment, not love. That's what the people that have gotten divorced didn't realize either going into it, or at some point they just said the love was gone and therefore marriage wouldn't work, when in fact it was that commitment to staying in love was gone, and that's why it didn't work. Let's just put that into perspective. 50% of the people that said, I promise to love you in sickness and in health for the rest of my years till I die, till death do us part, broke that promise. I think that where we get our source of power in life is really from the words that we're able to say from our mouth and then make them happen in reality. The more I say things and don't do them, those words no longer correlate with reality. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much work it is to have a relationship work. But the fact is that the way humans operate, it's really easy for thoughts to slip in and for us to make meaning out of things. You know, if someone doesn't call you or text you in a certain amount of time, it's really easy to say, hey, this thing's not going so well. Like, they've been rejecting me, they haven't been talking. It's really easy to make meaning out of lack of communication. What are you willing to do to make sure that you don't let that meaning slip in and cause problems? So I know that one of the things that I am constantly working on, listening to my wife and noticing the moment that she said something and that I think it means something else. And so I'll either ask clarifying questions or I'll say, no, she actually said this. And I gotta kind of work with this guy up here, this brain, because humans are meaning-making machines, and so we have to manage the meaning that's being made. There's no real way to stop it, because as words are coming out of people's mouth, you're judging them immediately. You are right now listening to me and hearing words come out of my mouth, and all of a sudden you're making it mean something. I don't know what it is you're making it mean, but you're making it mean something, and you're not just taking it subjectively for what it is. And that's just kind of the way humans work. What you have to do is you have to be able to manage that enough to keep the crap out from in between you and your partner. My advice for people that are concerned that they don't think they could put together a 2-year marriage, or been together almost 4 years, really just think about what your communication skills are. If you can master communication with somebody and be honest about what's going on with you and be responsible for what comes out of your mouth, if you can have really emotional moments and not say things that are gonna set you back, that's another important one I would say. I've never really had any anger problems, but there are moments when I might swear or I might lose my cool a little bit. But one of the things I would say I'm really good at is not saying anything stupid in an emotional moment, because I can recognize that I'm being emotional right now, and now is not a good time to open my mouth. So when you're with your partner and you are emotional and you're angry and things are not going wonderfully in that moment, one of the great things I've learned how to do is say, Alyssa, I need to take a breather. Like, I'm gonna go in the room and cool down. Oftentimes it's brushing my teeth, because it's always the end of the day when you're stressed out. My advice, learn how to shut your mouth and or communicate clearly when you're being emotional so that they can know what's going on with you. So if you found this helpful, give it a like. In the comments, I'd love to hear what are some of the other things that you and your partner do well that allow you to stay together? What are some things that you do in your relationships that make you and them work really well? What are some things you're struggling with? Maybe I can do a follow-up video to this. I hope it was helpful. If you want more of what I have to say and you want to hear things that you've read about in this book, subscribe, hit the bell button if you want notifications daily for when I come out with the Think Share. Thank you for watching and stay weird.